Hello, welcome to another Zen-Shin martial arts video. This will be our third video on Kata Kihon. What I'm going to do is get your Kihon Kata to the next level, address some common problems, and see how maybe we can perform it better, maybe for competitions. So the first thing is the stance, especially at the white belt level, when people are performing their kata for grading or in competition, people completely forget about the stance. So the student, hopefully you should understand the stances already, and you've been told multiple times in class. It's just a case of doing it really and practicing it properly. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go through the kata all the way through. We're going to focus on the stance and make the stance really work. Every time, make it as big as we can. We're going to do the whole kata slow this way. So rather than me talking, let's get into it. I'm going to face the same way you will. So we're going to start off going this way with the kata. Now we're going slowly. I want you to feel each movement and really think about your stance as you do it. Okay. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, great job. So I want you to practice like this, because practicing slowly with intention is often the best way to create good habits, because when we practice with bad stance, that's how it comes out when it comes to performing. The next issue we're going to go through with is turning. So the mowates, what we're going to do is we put our leg across here. So it just becomes as wide as it was before, but on the opposite side. Now from here we're going to use the hips to twist everything around. Now it makes a lot snappier moate when we turn than like using our body and the momentum. I can use my legs and then the hips to change. And then I can even go the other way here. So from the hips. Let's try that. We'll put one leg forward. I have my right leg forward. And we're going to put our leg across and moate. Now we're going to put our back leg across again and moate. We're all heading in one direction. Last time we're going to take our leg, back leg, and turn moate and yame. Let's come back to the middle, find your spot. We'll try that again with our other leg. So this time I've got my left leg forward, and I'm going to put my back leg across, turn, hips, moate. And then I'm going to take my back leg again, cross, twist and hips, moate. Last time, take your back leg, go across, twist your hips, and yame. Okay, so that's a good practice to try for that. So that engages the hips when we turn, rather than using that momentum and throwing our body weight around. And notice I was able to keep a better height, like a similar height, rather than just stepping around and putting all that pressure onto the front leg. The next one is timing. So when beginners do it, they make it very monotone and too fast. Let me give you an example of me performing it, how maybe we might see it. Kihon. Yeah. I think you get my point. And I mentioned earlier about the stance problem that they have, because they've practiced it like this, and it's not, you're not showing off all the things that we're working on here. So I'm going to go through a little section of maybe how you could practice to perform it. Because remember, what we're doing is like a story, isn't it? It's a self-defense. So the movements have to have feeling and like understanding behind what you're doing. And that will be for another video, but just something to think about as we're doing it. Every block has to feel real. Same with every punch that you do. You can't just put it out there. Okay. I'm just going to perform the start for you. Here. So as you can see, I didn't rush it. I thought about each block and punch. I put the power into it, and it felt a lot better doing it. It made it more real. So really, as a beginner, practice it like this. Don't just go through the movements. Once you know it, you need to apply your strength, your stance. What I would recommend is you go and practice it like that now. If because of the space, maybe just practice doing Gidamburai and Oizuki stepping forward. And just do it as if you were doing the kata in that kind of timing. Let's have a go together. So let's use our left side first. We're going to just do it stepping forward. Ich, Oizuki, ni, and yame. Let's come back. Let's try it again. Same side. Ich, ni. We're trying to be fast, I end up slamming my foot down. So remember, we don't want to put our weight and all our power into our foot. It's going forward. Try again, same side last time. Ich, ni, yame. Other side. So right side, okay. Ich, ni, yame. Two more times. Ich, ni. Last time. Ich, ni. Yame. Okay, so breaking down the kata into smaller sections like that is really useful to creating good timing and just putting it together well. So there are a few things just to create, make it a better kata. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep practicing. And yeah, I've discovered myself after many years of doing this kata, coming back to it somewhat simple and trying to understand it at a better level is really good and deep. And even if you're a high grade, there's still a lot to learn from this kata. So don't ever think you're too good for a particular kata because you're a particular grade. Kihon kata, what a simple and beautiful kata to really work on just basics. That's what it's all about. Cool. Thank you very much. Feet together, Musubadachi. Ray. Us. And don't forget to practice, wash your hands, stay safe, take it easy.